We know the way, and we welcome you to San Jose, California. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the San Jose State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Spartans will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, it's Davis. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Moves the pocket. It's Marshall. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lets it fly. That one's going to keep him away tonight as he just missed it.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Daniel. Brings him to the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Hauls it in, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough. There's some room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From deep, it's Holmes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll ride Davis here. They were all over it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Bryant. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Drops back, it's Marshall. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. Taken down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Spartans will punt this one away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Not a lot of room to field this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and you're...
Makes you grab and room to run. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Spartans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Sells to run, looking to pass. Buys time to his left. Maybe got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Second and goal coming up. Motion from the wideout. Marches ahead. Touchdown, San Jose State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the 3rd possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go over the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with this guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quarterback changing the play. To the back. Got room at the 35. Off to the races to the right. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Jose State.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Marshall. They're all over him. Hit as he throws. Lucky to get it off.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes
makes the grab in their space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Fitted in the win the score. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Drops back on first down. And he gets rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pulls it on the option. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Third and long right here. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Trying to make one miss. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Under pressure. Looking for his man in the middle. Goes high to pull it in. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw one first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The handoff. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The kick is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires left. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Good timing on the quick out. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Right side, it's Daniel. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 5 team, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's Fresno State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Crosses the 45. Still running up the 40. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wide receiver going in motion. The give. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run it. Got the first down. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holmes. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sets his feet, it's Marshall. And wings it incomplete.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends, they got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the tackle was made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the 1st down.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you got to have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Gonna look downfield again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Rush right in his face. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The play fake. He's got his man across the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down, and tick, 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 tick.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's changing the play. They'll ride him again. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Turns upfield. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere